Hey everyone. So we are doing a 2-day, 1-night hiking trip up in the Allegheny National Forest. So we're going to start off at the Minister Creek hiking trail and follow that up to where it meets the North Country Trail, and then follow the North Country Trail up and over to Kellettville for a total of about 18 miles, maybe a little bit more than that. So there's several shelters along the way. I have 2 mapped out to potentially stop at depending on how far we get during the day, but that is our plan. We are officially starting the Minister Creek Trail. A very steep climb to start off with. We're about 1.5, almost 1.5 miles in, taking a quick break. So far the trail's been good, a little muddy in spots, but there's been some rerouting around some of the big puddles, so haven't got to get too muddy yet. Just taking a quick break. It's humid out. The sun's starting to poke out, but it's definitely humid and need to stay hydrated. It's crazy how the roots just formed over it. because there's not a good way around on either side. Another blow down here. It's like a whole bunch of trees fell recently. Lunchtime. It's about 1 o'clock and we are a little more than 4 miles in, so we're stopping for a break, getting some lunch. Got some sandwiches here that we picked up. I have a chicken salad sandwich, so pretty tasty. Well, that was fun. It just poured for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Luckily we were under the canopy, so we didn't get too wet, but still, hopefully the rain holds out for the rest of the trip. It's like the dew is evaporating again. Taking a little detour off the path. Some more blowdowns there. Ooh. Let's see here. See if we can find a way back down over that little hillside. There we go. Made it to the other side. We are at Queen Creek Shelter. This is one of the shelters along the North Country Trail. Stopped here to get a quick break, grab a snack, dry out my shoes and socks there. It was pretty soggy and wet. Part of the trail. Part of it from the rain that we hit. Part of it from I think just the dew on the ground. So wanted to let my feet air out and dry those up. So we got about 2 more miles to get to the campsite that we're going to stay at tonight. So we're going to get packing up here soon and hopefully get there within the next hour, maybe a little over an hour or so. So here is Colburn campsite. We're not gonna stay here. We're gonna go to the next shelter that I think is about another 1.5 miles down the path. So we'll stop here, get a quick water snack break, and then make our way to our final destination. I think it's called Beaver Run. I'll check to make sure that's right, but I think that's what we're looking for. On the last mile of day 1, we should be getting to our final destination of the evening. It's about 4:20 right now, and hopefully we'll get there around 5 o'clock. I'm going to be tent camping. This will be my first tent camping experience, backpacking at least. Person I'm with is going to be hammock camping for the first time. I've hammock camped a couple times, and I didn't have a great experience with it, so I got a 1-person backpacking tent. I'll show you in a little bit here once we get to camp, and we'll see if that experience is a little bit better for me. So far the trails have been Pretty good. It did rain earlier, as you saw. Rained pretty hard for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it kind of drizzled for about 20 more minutes or so as we trekked on. But other than that, it's been pretty good day. Luckily, we've been under the canopy of the trees, so that's kept us cool. It's about, I think, in the 80s today, but it doesn't quite feel like that. It is pretty humid out though. But pretty good. I guess the only downside was we did have to take a few detours past some trees that had fallen down. There's been some storms in the area over the past couple weeks, so I don't think they've gotten to cleaning those up. So we did have to make some detours around that. But all in all, good day one. There's a little snaky friend here. Huh? A snake. Oh, really? It's a little guy though. That's how I like to see them. We are just getting to the campsite. I'm gonna follow the white blazes to get there. And it'll be time to set up camp and start some dinner. So it's about 8:20 at night, and we ate dinner. We packed up all our food and hung it in a tree, and we have everything put away. So time to relax and get some sleep. So definitely a tiring day, but well worth it, and looking forward to day 2 tomorrow. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 2. I am just walking to get the food bag so we can make some breakfast. Last night was pretty good. Took a while for me to fall asleep, but I definitely slept better in the tent than I did in the hammock in past experiences. So I think the tent's gonna remain the winner for camping. So our food bag, gonna go take that down and start some breakfast. Here was my tent setup last night. So this tent I got actually as a gift, but it's actually from Amazon. And so if you're looking for a budget-friendly option, I can put the link in the description below, but it did a pretty good job. There was no condensation inside this morning, and there definitely is, definitely is condensation on the rainfly, but it did not drip in. So it ventilated pretty well. It has a nice big door here, and then inside I have my air mattress, which I did spend a decent amount of money on to get the Nemo Tensor air mattress here. So that was actually a good investment. So that's what I had as my setup. So breakfast this morning is yogurt, which I thought this was a genius idea. You take these little baby yogurt melts and grind them up in a food processor, and then add some water to rehydrate and add some dried fruits, and it's delicious. So we are officially back on the trail this morning. It's about 9:30, so a little bit of a later start than what I've normally done, but we didn't get up till about 8 o'clock and made some breakfast, so took a little bit of time to eat and get things packed up, but we are back on the trail, coming out of the campsite. Here's the intersection back to the North Country Trail, and we're gonna head on down and make our way down to Kellettville. It's about 6.5 miles we have to go today to get to our exit point, and so that should take us to the afternoon. So we'll probably stop for a snack, stop for lunch at some point. So we got some wraps that we're gonna have, and then that should get us out of the Allegheny National Forest sometime early afternoon, and then from there we'll make our way home. Looks like we got a little detour here, so we're gonna follow the blue ribbons. There's a lot of trees down here. Must have had some big storms come through here, but after a quick little detour, we're back on the trail. Okay. Hey, Toadie. Just stopped at a little campsite here to take a quick break, take our shoes off, let them air out, and get get a quick snack. So we got about 2 miles left until we reach the end of the trail. So hopefully in the next hour here we'll be able to wrap things up. So there you have it. 2 days, 1 night, a little over 18.5 miles. And we're just gonna hit the roadway that'll get us into town so we can hitch a ride back to